Hello, hello, beloveds, and happy Friday. I just wanted to take a moment to tune in and turn on with you, share a little bit of insight and inspiration. Happy Friday. So here we are, 13 days away from the end of one of the biggest, most transformational years of our lives. And hey, beloved, thanks so much for tuning in. And, many of us are feeling some huge shifts, some huge experiences and opportunities to change. And so, are you allowing it or are you resisting it? It's so crucial that we use this opportunity to really look within and examine our feelings, our intentions, our thoughts, you know, the most important thing that many of us have experienced this year has involved how we treat ourselves, slowing down because we all had to learn how to, as well as aspects of ourselves that we might not have known and darker parts of ourselves. And this deeper introspective work has all been for a greater good. And in 2021, we're going to discover what that is. That's why it is a year of personal freedom. And so when we think about what that personal freedom is, remember whatever you're going through right now is teaching you a lesson to grow you forward. It is not to hold you back. For the longest time, I used to think that the universe was testing me, but it was I who, in fact, was testing the universe because I was always betting against myself instead of betting on myself. I didn't know better. And when you don't know any better, you can't do any better. And so, I realize that when we think the universe is testing us, actually it's us testing the universe because we have to see ourselves as the universe sees us. And until we have that understanding within ourselves, then we're always, you know, fighting against ourselves. And so it's so important to know ourselves. This is why, hello, beloved, thanks so much for tuning in. This is why it's been said to know thyself. Because when you know yourself, then you're not at war with yourself. When you know yourself, then you know that, you know, what you are is more important than what you have. And there's just so many other things that you discover about yourself and about the world because you become conscious and you become aware. And that's what the gift of knowing yourself is. It's truly about awareness and true self-reflection. And so look and ask yourself, what has 2020 really taught you? Many of us, we look at, oh, dang, it's been so bad. But I've learned more this year about myself, about forgiveness, about healing, about expansion, about growth, about who I am, about what I can do than ever. Do you feel me? If you feel me, I would love to see some hearts. So, what are some of the things that are coming up for you? Let me see there in the comments. What are some of the things that are coming up for you? And you can see here, I'm just soaking in the sun and really just allowing that focus right there on the first eye, that spiritual center, bringing in that vitamin D, bringing in that healing energy of heating up. That's how you decalcify. If you want to really start to anchor in your intuition when you can, no matter where you are, get outside, put your head up, and massage that pineal gland to start to heal that decalcification. And that pineal gland warms up in the sun, and the sun anchors in and supports and heals that crown chakra. So guess what? How are you guys feeling now that we've got this winter solstice, this big 12/21 coming up on Monday? Are you feeling the almighty shifts? As one of my girlfriends put it, this is one of the biggest shifts where it's going to feel like a control alt delete. So by now we should be feeling some of the things that are coming up. And I know I've had some really deep awakenings and understandings about myself and about things in the last even just few weeks. And so this is truly a time of looking at ourselves. This isn't about looking at others. This isn't about judging and thinking that you know what's better for somebody else. No. This is about us examining ourselves, looking at ourselves through the lens of love instead of the lens of self self, self hate, because many of us are, we're taught that we don't have, that we aren't, that we're never enough, you know, and there's this sense of lack in so many ways. Like I asked one of my clients the other day, I said, when will you ever have the best phone? If you think about it, I remember last year it was like, oh my God, the iPhone 11 is the most amazing phone there is. And now nobody's talking about the iPhone 11. Now go, oh my God, the iPhone 12 is the best phone that there is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when will you ever have the best phone? And so we have to remember that the world is always teaching us that we're not the best and we will never be. Hey, beloveds, my beloved daughter, Miana, is in the house. Thanks so much, Dal, for tuning in. So, we have to start to really look at where have we learned these ideas, especially for women and, people of color and women of color, this idea that we've got to, you know, be the best, do the best, this always sense of striving that never, allows us to relax. This is why in the last post I talked about, the most productive thing you can do is relax. And we are not taught to relax. We're taught that we're strong Black women, we have to push through, we have to do that. And that's why so many women of color have different, so many more different types of diseases and things than non-white, than non-women of color. And non-women of color have a whole other set of things that are going on. And so, and then women in general, as a collective, as women, we have, things going on within our cycles, within our menses that affects our, our emotions, within our hormones. And so there's so many different things. And then we've got the moon and then the sun and all these different factors. So we've got to get in, yes, the most productive thing we can do is relax. We have to learn how to relax because our nervous systems are so shot. Our nervous systems are so shot. And this is, if we want a calm society, we must be calm. And no matter what's going on out there, we have to allow ourselves to remain calm. One of the most interesting things, and this is why I love nature, right? After hurricanes and tornadoes and floods and, droughts, how do the animals survive and then come back? Like, you know what I'm saying? After these fires and things like that, how do the animals survive these natural disasters, these outside experiences, and then they still make it? They still survive, like snakes and spiders. I'm talking everything from the insects to the animals. How do they make it during these experiences? They always come back, right? Animals know how the cycles of life move, but we as humans have lost that. And so, this is what this has been teaching us: the cycles of life, the cycles of what it is truly the gift to be alive. And so we have to start recognizing that gift it is to be alive and allow ourselves to see ourselves as also the gift. And so that is truly what the personal freedom for 2021 is all about, is allowing yourself personal freedom, not about the outside experience, but the inner experience. And when we have a calm sense of personal freedom within ourselves, then that's the vibration that we take out into the world. But first we have to be in unity with ourselves before we can be in unity with the world. And so those are some of the key messages of 2021. And so this upcoming winter solstice is going to be amazing. Hey Evie, I see you, beloved. Thanks so much for tuning in. And so I also invite you to please take a peek at at my website, at the open letter that I wrote to non Black and Indigenous people of color. Hey Woo Woo World, there you can find the link in my bio. If you feel moved, please share it. I know it's been being shared a lot. It talks a lot about how woo woo spirituality and new age spirituality comes from from African spirituality. So if you want to read a little bit more, I invite you. It's over there at tarotlifecoach.com, but you can also go there to the link in bio. And so, yeah, it's time for us to ride the wave of peace, beloved. It's time for us to let go what no longer serves in ways we can't even imagine. So this is a time for some fire. So we'll be doing a little bit of firing up on the winter solstice. And so I invite you to have a beautiful rest of your Friday afternoon, evening, and I send you so much love. You are so welcome, beloved. I can't wait to join with you again on Monday. If you are in the community, please make sure you checked your email today. I know Miana sent out a special invite, and if you want to get in the community, also the link is in bio, and Empowered Tarotista is still open. So please join us on this sacred journey. So I send you so much love and so much light. Oh, and guess what? We do still have some spaces in the Manifest Your Magic virtual retreat if you really want to do a deeper cleanse with us for 2021. It is our pleasure to support you in your spiritual cleanse. And so I send you all so much love and light. Happy weekend. Breathing in the good and the grace. I send you love and light. I send you all so much love and light. Thank you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace and blessings.